Okay, I'm finally here. Let's go see the wizard.
Not in this stage, for sure. No, not in this stage, for sure. This stage, we make sure it's safe.
Yeah, that's
more about function
than
form here. All this fiberglass here is just to hold the socket to our attachments. It's held on by gunk, so we fiberglass over the top of it to make sure that it doesn't come off. This blue slide here is so that I can change the alignment in different directions. A large portion of this will be gone in the second one, or in the final one.
It'll be pylon. Okay.
Yeah. Or some sort of adapter, yeah.
Okay. Ready?
Yes, ma'am.
It's my first time with pin locks.
I know.
We'll see how this goes. This one
Like
is
a
so
glove.
comfortable.
Okay, and then I'll kind of walk you through this real quick. So this is our release button to let the pin go. These here are what's going to control your volume. So you got these three panels here, and then these three here on the outside. Tighten from the bottom up when we put it on. Just like that. You can see those panels, that's how it moves as they slide inside of there. Just like that. And to release, just pull these strings.
Okay. Are these ratchets going to be the same size and everything on them? Wow. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Should I stand?
You can, however you're comfortable, and usually put your leg on. Good. Try to tighten them. Okay, go ahead. Good.
Okay. Now
Okay, when we
what?
sit
This is
down.
putting a lot of pressure
Okay.
on the end of my limb.
Down here.
No, like down here actually.
In the back?
Mhm.
Okay. Let's get it tight. Let's see if it's still there. Let's change. Don't want to get it too tight, but we do want it comfortably snug.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of the same feeling you're looking for if you're adjusting your sock play.
Okay.
Alright. You may have a little ways further to go down into it. We'll see.
Probably.
Alright, go ahead and
I
stand.
stopped putting pressure on it.
Did you? Okay. We'll loosen these back up just a little bit so we can see if we get a little further down.
I probably can even with having them tight.
Okay.
I'm just being like super cautious.
Yeah, let me pull these bars up for you so that you have something to hang on to. There you go. Alright, if you want to take a light step forward.
Should I put pressure on
Yeah,
it?
you can. for
Okay.
sure. Alright, put pressure down into it for me.
I am.
Okay. Yeah, that looks good right there. Okay, tighten that for us.
This is the beginning of a very long 48 hours with the innovative adjustable socket from Martin Bionics. It is the solution to a long-standing problem with prosthetic legs, which is amputee volume fluctuation resulting in the need for socks. The idea is to be able to custom fit your socket at every moment of the day without having to carry around bulky socks. Martin Bionics has incredible solutions to help amputees live more comfortable lives. Also, one of the things that I preach most about is in-house fabrication.
Tight all the way down in there.
Feels like it's kicked up to the side. Why does it feel like
It's possible.
As you will see in this video, my prosthetist had to do close to 100 socket adjustments over the course of 2 days, including creating a completely new test socket overnight. This would not have been possible if they did not have in-house fabrication.
I want a little bit of that. Walk for me a little bit and let's see how it feels.
Ooh. Initial reaction. That's interesting. I hate the look of it. Like, that's hideous, but to not have the socks, like, and to travel the world and not have to worry about my socket and what I eat. I guess it's the trade-off I'm willing to have. Maybe once I walk around in the hall, it'll be better. Like anything, the adjustable prosthetic leg has some pros and cons. So while we make a few more adjustments, I want to cover those with you so that you can make an informed decision. One of the major pros is not having socks. This alone was enough for me to have my husband take off of work to watch our kids while I traveled 2 days to see if this particular socket would work for me. Socks can determine mobility. If you forget to bring them, you might not be able to walk in your prosthetic leg to get back home. If you eat the wrong foods, you could swell out of a traditional socket. Altitude and not wearing your socket for a long period of time can also impact your swelling, resulting in not being able to get into your traditional socket. Another big pro of the adjustable socket is for above-the-knee amputees. They can have a flexible socket with the straps on the top of the socket so that they can sit in chairs more comfortably instead of sitting on hard plastic all of the time. In fact, one of the employees was an above-the-knee amputee with an adjustable socket that spent quite a lot of time with us, explaining to me some of the pros of this system from their perspective as an above-the-knee amputee. We're getting there. While we're making some more adjustments and walking around, let's talk about the possible cons that might be part of the unconventional adjustable socket. One con I will mention is mainly for my family, but we have travel plans for 2025 and beyond. And if the plastic straps wear down or the release string breaks, I'm not sure that anyone would know how to fix it outside of Martin Bionics in the United States. My prosthetist did mention that he would send me with some spare parts, so this might not be a huge issue, but is definitely one to consider for my family. If you don't have any intention on moving away from Martin Bionics, this would probably not be a big issue for you. Another con would be that the straps are very bulky, and they're not very aesthetically pleasing. I can make a black socket with black straps, but some of the other straps are still going to be gray, he said. Then with a different color liner on the top, there's just not a whole lot of fluid motion going from the top to the bottom of the prosthetic leg. It would definitely stand out and not blend into many outfits. But if you're the type of person that would get a loud and bold socket anyway, this might not bother you. The straps themselves are also very bulky. There have been reports of torn clothes trying to wear pants on top of them. For ladies, like myself, this socket is not very feminine looking at all. It looks very industrial. Wearing it in leggings, work clothes, skirts, shorts, or dresses would stand out more so than a traditional smooth carbon fiber socket. The wardrobe is already very limited for a female amputee, so this would add a few more restrictions. This is actually really hard for me because I feel like I'm getting uglier by the day. Like, my body is changing so much and now I have a not attractive socket. As a woman, it's hard to be an amputee because I already can't wear heels. And now I'll have to wear everything long. I don't know that I'll be able to wear shorts or skirts. It sucks. After an extreme amount of adjustments, we finally got it to where it was comfortable enough to take it outside to test it out on the ramps. This is when I started to realize that it could be possible, but it was still a 50-50 shot. So I wanted to take it for a full test spin to make sure that this was going to last me the next 5 years. Feels good. Of course, going down, there's a little bit, but I mean, there was in my old socket too.
Right.
Thank you. Okay, I was starting to lose hope But here we are on day 2 and I'm walking in it. So I'm really excited. Ugh. Have to be careful. I'm running it through the mill. I'm going through all the mulch, sand, gravel, hills, stairs, everything to make sure this bad boy is going to do right by me. So, stairs, check. Bottoming out, so I'm going to go back to the office and readjust it and see if I can fix that. Bottoming out, and I don't know if I'm just being sensitive, but like, we're at 3 o'clock on the second day. They're gonna kick me out in 2 hours. I don't even know what to do at this point. Like, I want to keep fighting, I want to keep advocating, because I can't wear this. I cannot wear this socket for a long period of time, but I have to figure this out. I'm gonna have him try to give me more bubble in the front, because right here is where the bone is. That's where it's hurting. So I'm gonna try to do more bubble in the front and see if that fixes the issue. It didn't fix the issue because it actually wasn't the socket. So the last con that I will mention is that the socket itself uses a pin lock liner that is also very comfortable, but it has a blunt end. Because I have an extremely sensitive limb, this might not actually work for me without some creative ingenuity. When I walk, the metal disc inside the liner digs into my sensitive bone. We're going to try a custom silicone spacer between my bone and the liner to see if that helps. But to do that, he has to make a completely different socket. Since I will be sitting higher in the socket and all of the dimensions holding my limb stable will be off by almost an inch.
Gonna be cold.
Okay. Ooh, no kidding. That's interesting. What's that?
It's a cut strip.
Oh.
So that without having a liner on here, just want to be a little extra careful that we don't get you stuck in it.
Ta-da.
Ta-da.
Did it transfer? Mm-hmm. It did. Mm-hmm. Okay. 2 full days here and it was not successful. So he's looking at his schedule and we're going to rebook for next time. So stay tuned for that. I hope you enjoyed this video and I am looking forward to the result the same as you are. So we'll talk then. Make sure you like and subscribe for more.